That is a terrifying ladder.
Yeah, I think that's the attic. I don't know how far it goes. I'm always like scared. I saw a video of like a ladder falling and like tripping, so I don't want to climb up on it. Yes, I'm afraid of heights.
I'm afraid of what's in the darkness.
That too. Oh yeah, welcome back, guys. We're live.
I totally forgot about the whole intro piece.
It's Adriel Sawyer, back at it again. I'm currently at the new location. We got the green light on Thursday, and on Thursday night, we moved the majority of things to open up Friday morning. So we had like a couple of people not sleep until like 8 in the morning. I went to bed at 3 because I had to get up at 7 and come back and open at 8. So it was a fun day.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So like by
did you
8,
have like most of it packed up and stuff, and it was just like making trips, or was it? Because I'm guessing you couldn't have done too much with it because if you were still open on Thursday, then you had to wait until you were closed.
Yeah,
to do
we
some of
actually,
that.
I think like 2 weeks prior, we basically try to get the majority of things out. Snap! I just forgot my mic is behind me. Okay. We basically try to get the majority of things like leave probably like 5 or 7 items on it, and take the rest of it to the new store. So that's what we did to make it easier on us.
Yeah.
But once we realized the deadline that we had wasn't gonna go through, we just stopped doing that for like a week, and then the rest of it was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Luckily, we already had the shelves in place. We had new shelves, not used but new to us, and so it was just putting things in boxes and crates, and then bringing it over here and putting it into new shelves. Pretty simple.
So, not too crazy, but I mean, just
a lot
moving
more.
an entire store is crazy enough.
Yeah. So right now we're basically trying to fill up the shelves. We're worried about like how it looks later, and just try to find a place for it. But yeah. With that being said, roll the intro.
Roll the intro.
Welcome back, guys.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not muted.
Another episode of Talk One Tuesday. We definitely
Tuesday.
On a Tuesday night. I couldn't do Monday night because we're moving.
Well, it's better than that one time when we didn't do it on a Monday because I needed to switch it for whatever reason, and then I just completely forgot. The next Monday, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So at least you were on top of it.
Yeah, I was like, we have too many things to do, and I don't know if I'm not out there. It's not the same either pace or same pace as if I'm out there. I can still tell them what to do, but it's not the same pace.
Yeah.
My parents aren't liking that, and I'm like, I was hoping that like you could just tell people to do it and they'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like they'll find ways to like catch a break or something. I'm like, guys, they're trying to like give them a task where you could do it for like the whole night.
Yeah.
Without there being like interruptions. So like something simple and then just continuously doing it. But somehow they find a way to like go out of the way and then like either talk to another person or something. I'm like, yeah.
How many people do you have working there right now that are gonna be working overnight?
We have 3 people, but we just closed at 8. So
also they're all gone then. So there's no like more work being done at the store itself.
No, we should be good. I think they're probably gonna stay around for like 10, 20 minutes more.
Yeah.
Because there were some people coming in at 8, and that's why I said we're probably gonna change the hour of closing time at 9 because it was a big crowd at 8, and we're like, my parents are like, they let everybody in. I'm like, our people are not gonna be too happy about this.
Yeah.
The parents are happy, but the people who like have to stay and
Yeah,
mop
not so
not
much.
that- yeah. Basically, boss is happy. Employees who have to stay overtime are not too happy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
well.
I could imagine, but hey, it's a part of the job.
Yeah. So we'll see. But all in all, it's good. More people, busier. People just want to are curious about the store. Honestly,
Yeah. I
there's
could
people
see
who-
that. I mean, a new place being brought up, people want to come in and check it out.
There's people who buy like $1 item and they're like looking all over the place. Like, ha.
It's like,
And
please come back more often now too.
yeah,
Welcome to our store.
we had like for some reason I'm not sure if it's because of the weather or because it's a new place, but like yeah, like a 5 o'clock rush hour, and we're like, what? I don't know what was going on. Like now I'm wondering like is this a constant thing or not?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
super exciting. It's super exciting that things are up and running and everything, and they're going so well so far. I mean, usually the first couple of days and everything are where you figure out where like the little kinks are and stuff like that. And so if you haven't come across anything like that, then that's a super good sign. Besides what you said, it was the plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that figured out yet?
Yeah. The plumber was on a good note, so he fixed it, and then he's good. We passed inspection.
Hey,
Yeah. He gave us a green light Thursday. We moved Thursday night and opened Friday morning.
so did you have to wait for that? So that's what you were waiting on, the plumbing green light to go through?
The green light and the whole building inspection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And fire inspection we passed. And then and then the health department, they're like, we'll give you the green light to go. But she wanted to come in early in the morning to make sure everything was properly put in place, so like it doesn't look too messy.
Mm-hmm.
And so she came at 7:30 in the morning and then let us open.
Not too bad.
Oh, remember how I had the scar for like the
Oh
hand?
yeah. Oh.
Yeah. For some reason I got a cut. I don't know if it's a cut. Yeah, I got a cut in one of them. So like the past 2 days, whenever I extend my hand, it would hurt, and that cut hurt me more than the actual like scabs, which is crazy. It's like I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like yeah. So, and it was healing. So it's like when you heal from like an elbow or knee, like it doesn't really heal because you just keep moving it.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing right
Yeah.
now.
It's on one of the like those joint pieces. Like if you get like a paper cut or something on your finger, where it on like the knuckle of your finger, those never heal. Like it feels like they just take so long because you just are constantly reopening it.
Yeah. And like yeah. You just really don't think about it when you're just like moving your hand or something. You're like,
Yeah.
ow, ow.
This hurts. I'm not a fan of this.
So I didn't go to work out for the past 2 days because I'm like, I can't lift a dumbbell with my right hand.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, yeah.
Well,
rip
you
it.
could, but it would be very, very painful and probably wouldn't be doing you too good.
It felt like a paper cut. And you know those paper cuts that really hurt? Like
Mhm.
the scab was like a lot bigger, but it didn't hurt as bad as like the stinginess of a paper cut. Like,
I do not envy you in the slightest.
So yeah, but luckily today I was able to wash like my whole hand and not just like go around that part.
It's like I know it probably needs it because it needs to get cleaned out, but oh no.
And then with soap would get on it, I'm like, ow, 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 ow. But tomorrow hopefully I'll go work out and then hopefully I stick to it. We'll see.
I'm hoping to get a gym membership coming up soon. We'll
Look at
see.
I want to really ask you, like, oh, so where have you been looking at? But then I heard the sarcasm at the end of it. Like, oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean that's going to be on the to-do list because so we get our house. Tomorrow is the final walkthrough where we go through and make sure that like the people that moved out, like they didn't damage anything or anything like that. And then 9 a.m. on Thursday, we sign all the closing papers and then they give us the keys to the house.
Oh.
So big stuff and big
Oh.
renovation projects are coming around the corner in my life.
There's a big boy now, home owner.
Hey man, I've been a big boy. But yeah, I mean, it's it's getting crazy, but it's a good crazy. And so the gym is one thing that I told Candace, because I got my first vaccine last week. And so now I'm just like, I want the second one, and then we're good. And then I'm looking at gyms. It's like the first thing I'm gonna do, because
You're like 100% protection. I'm good.
my 1 year of COVID weight has shown up, and it needs to GTFO.
I love those videos, like memes of like when you thought 2021 was canceled, but everything is opening back up. So like this kid's like on the machine, like going like hardcore, trying to like lose weight, basically. Like that's me.
Yeah. And I like the videos of it's like me before COVID, me during COVID, and it's just like the weight gains. And then every once in a while you'll get one where somebody like they just went super hard during COVID and like got all of like their shit, like pardon my French, all their shit together and everything like that. And now they're just either like just really fit and just looking good. And it's like you just have both stories. So it's interesting. And I am definitely on the former of that, with the little belly popping out, but that's my problem, and I don't want to talk about it.
The two Mark went to CrossFit.
He actually went.
Yeah, he actually did it. He said mostly did it for his girlfriend. So now they're both going to CrossFit. I'm like, what?
I didn't know that she did CrossFit too. That's awesome.
Yeah. When he said that, that's when I found out she did CrossFit.
I mean, it's a good workout and everything like that. And if you have if you're in a relationship and your significant other does it too, like you can hold each other accountable.
Mm-hmm. It's usually like it's not a constant workout like every time. Mm-hmm. It's mostly like the same movements but planned out differently.
Yeah.
I just love the whole fact that a coach tells you exactly what to do.
And I hate that because I'm like, I want to do what I want to do. I would not thrive in CrossFit just because I like to, if I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I know what my normal routine is, but like, I want to switch it up a bit. I feel like CrossFit, they'd be like, we're doing this. And I'm just like, okay, I'm doing this.
We do have some people who like to do their own workouts and then once in a while go into like the whole group workout. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like 1 or 2 people who do that.
Yeah. Those are the true participants. Like you can't just pick and choose what you want to do.
Hey, you pay for it, so you basically do.
Yeah, I guess true. How's your jump roping coming along?
Non-existent. I need to work on that. I have
non-existent.
Yeah, I have not had any better. Like I have not improved since last week. Honestly,
I would say that must hurt your calluses on your hand too. I mean, just gripping a jump rope like that must hurt.
Yeah, it's just like gripping it and then just like folding your hand. That was hurting like 2 days ago. Today I could finally like actual grip something and not make it hurt. Like it's a paper cut.
I can actually use my hand a little bit.
Yes. I'm like, how do those calluses, like the hole's huge and this paper cut's like through the middle of it. Not paper cut, but cut. Yeah. Which I don't understand how I got it in the first place. It was like, what did I do? But yeah.
Maybe it was just like cracked skin. Oh, you do not need to put that any closer to the screen. We are good.
Yeah, it probably was that cracked skin because my hand was so dry when it was repairing itself. I'm like, So the callus wasn't that bad, but that was cut, so it's just like.
Have you ever had, I don't know what it's called, but like a kind of like a floor burn, or not a floor burn, but like a blister where it starts like where it bubbles over a little bit. Mm. Oh, those always are like the most painful to me because then, eventually it's gonna like pop and it's gonna open up, and it needs to do that a little bit to just breathe and to heal even more. And it's just so painful.
Like it's coming. I don't want it to come.
Yeah. And I'm like, do I do it on my own or do I just wait until it happens naturally? I'm like, I just gotta do it on my own, and then.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry for people listening that have wheezy stomachs. This is probably not the part of the podcast that you should be listening to, but we're versatile. We talk about a lot of different topics.
Oh yeah, you have to give me like 1 or 2 minutes real quick, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick.
I'm gonna do an ad.
Thank you.
All right, this ad break is brought to you by the March Madness Tournament. Did you make a bracket? Did you feel really good about it? Well, 100% of you have a busted bracket because I am fairly confident there are 0 people left with um, normal, I guess, completed brackets at this point. So come on over. What am I doing? So yeah, that's March Madness for you. Something that I'm really excited for after COVID is to go out to Buffalo Wild Wings and eat. My favorite restaurant by far. Love the atmosphere. Really sad I wasn't able to go during March Madness with all the TVs and everything. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And another thing I'm looking forward to is not wearing a mask when I'm walking outside. After COVID, I want to breathe fresh air. It did come in handy though when it was cold outside because that allowed you to kind of just have that heat. I'm just really rambling on about random things at this point, so you see how my mind works. And speaking of heat, going back to March Madness, the Gonzaga, I think they're the Bulldogs, are undefeated. And they just won their Elite Eight game. So they're going to the Final Four for the second time in school history. So good job for them. Congratulations, Bulldogs. The next game that's going to be getting played is Michigan and UCLA, a 1 seed against an 11 seed. Fun fact about this, Michigan is the only Big Ten school left in the game, and UCLA was a part of the what they call first four games, which is they are play-in games for teams that are kind of still on the bubble a little bit to make it into the official bracket. And so this is the farthest a first four team has gone in the history of March Madness. So good job, UCLA. We'll see if the Bruins can pull it out or if the Wolverines will take home the win. Again, that game is coming to you later, but by the time you are all listening to this, you already will have known who won. Let's see. What can we talk about now? I'm really not a fan. Oh, I am a fan, I should say, about how it is getting brighter earlier, and it seems like it's staying brighter a little bit later in the day too. I know that is a part of what happens after like we turn back the clocks and all that stuff, but I really enjoy that because it makes it seem like the days are longer. My wife has recently picked up chocolate covered bananas from the grocery store, and so I'm probably going to have one of those after we're done talking here. Um, hmm. What else to talk about? Back to basketball. I am a Purdue alum, as you all probably know from listening here, and so is Angel. And they disappointed again in the first round. So, woo, boiler up on that. Um, The best way to spend or to spread Christmas cheer is by singing loud for all to hear. So next time you are feeling a little down over the holidays, just start singing. That's the biggest recommendation I can give for you. What else can we talk about here today, folks? What is your favorite nursery rhyme? I don't have an answer for you because I don't really think I have a. No, I'm gonna change that. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. That's my favorite. Um, do you guys ever get cramps in your toe? I have had on my toe that's next to the big toe on my right foot a cramp in like the knuckle area. It feels like it just needs to be popped, but it can't pop. I'm struggling with that, and I have been for the past couple of days now. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Or just email it to us at talkmantuesday@gmail.com. Yeah, I'm actually going to pull up our Gmail account live on the radio. Not on the radio, we're not on the radio, on the podcast. talkmantuesday@gmail. Got another email from Google. That's classic right there. Dear Google user, announced new storage policies because we are having too many emails coming through. So again, guys, you need to calm down there. Oh, Angel is back. Thanks for listening to my little random run through about whatever was popping into my mind at the given moment.
Oh man, so yeah, we're definitely gonna change the average from 8 to 9. We had I want to say 10 people come, and then there's one person right now getting rung up. So
you still have the doors unlocked?
We
No, but they knocked on the window or something.
Yeah. We have a lot of people. He would just knock, and my friends are like a little bit. Ask him what he needs. Can it be quick? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna say no to business.
Yeah. Except the employees are always mad about that, and I'm like, I'm gonna go away. Don't look at me.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things I could definitely see because when I worked at the pet store and somebody was coming, even if it was a minute earlier before we closed, it's just really. You had all day and you couldn't come in to do this earlier.
And then you basically got to be very specific. What are you gonna get? Is that it? And then make it a point hey, we're already closed. But if not, they just keep going everywhere. I'm
yeah, because there's nothing worse if they just start wandering up and down the aisles. You're like, okay, come on.
Somebody already mopped. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I think all the employees are gone, so it's just my parents up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. But I told him to go ahead and go because I'll be here for an hour.
There you go.
So.
Also, did you go out there and you helped that person?
Yeah. They could handle it. I just heard talking, so something going on.
Oh, gotcha.
Just went there and everything was handled. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back now. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I talked through March Madness a little bit. I talked about how I have a cramp in my toe. I forgot what I talked about. Oh, my favorite nursery rhyme. So,
what's your favorite nursery rhyme?
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
First time I ever heard that.
I don't know if that's considered a nursery rhyme, I'll be completely honest, or just kind of a rhyme thing, but I went for it. That was my answer.
Oh. What about how's your March Madness bracket?
Oh, it's gone. My company. So I'm doing one with just my immediate family, and I'm projected to win that one, which is awesome. Then I had one with my company. After the first day, I was ranked 3rd out of 300 plus people. So I'm like, okay. Now I am ranked 240th.
What?
It went down, and it went down quick.
It's pretty good odds. And what happened?
Yeah. Basketball happened.
Yeah, it's crazy those upsets, especially when it's just big, huge. Illinois got kicked out after winning the Big Ten. And then
Loyola of Chicago, and then Loyola of Chicago loses the next round. Great. But now they're in the part of the the bracket where they're so the teams right now are playing in the Elite 8 to make it to the Final 4, and now it's we're all the number 1 seeds, and the high ranked teams end up in the Final 4. And so right now there's Gonzaga, which is a number 1 seed. There is Baylor, which is a number 1 seed. There is Houston, which is a number 2 seed, and then Michigan plays UCLA, which is a number 1 against a number 11, which Michigan's going to win. And so it's going to be a 1-1-1-2. All the fun teams are getting out quick. I don't have too much faith in UCLA, if I'm being completely honest with you. So,
yeah. Purdue is always a good time to watch. We always have hype behind them, and then how do they always keep losing to a lower ranked seed?
North Texas. In the first round too. Come on. At least make it to the second round. Let us watch you play again. Nope.
Yep. I think all throughout college, I was usually at a mission trip, and we were watching that on Friday night, the first round, and it was just so devastating afterwards. You're just we were supposed to win that one because they're usually go up against
4.
Yeah.
I think it was 4 versus 13.
And it's usually like that. We're ranked higher than basically every single time, and then we somehow end up losing. I'm like, are these rankings like made up?
Yeah. Who gave us a 4? Like, did we really deserve a 4? No. And obviously we didn't because man, they got their butts handed to them.
The whole Big Ten, those memes of like the Big Ten getting kicked out, and I'm like, well,
They got
Illinois
out
got,
so quick.
and then Illinois' player went viral with his like Kobe imitation, and then he's like, job's not finished.
Yeah.
Job's finished.
Yeah.
Job's not finished. And then they got kicked out. Oh man.
Yeah, we had 9 going in. Like we had 9 different Big Ten teams that made the tournament, and then like 6 of them were out after like the first 2 days. It's just like, are you kidding me? Who do we root for? Because I think it was just Michigan, Iowa, and Illinois that made it past like the first round. It was just depressing.
Oh, Devontae got a career, season high yesterday, 30 points.
Good Devontae.
Mostly because LaMelo's out.
And yeah.
Malik had a soreness. The other high scoring player had like soreness at one of his foot, I believe. So when they need him to step up, he steps up. But I'm like, can you like step up like consistently now?
Yeah, please.
Please.
Yeah, that's crazy though about LaMelo being out for the season. Like, I feel bad for him because he was putting in work.
Yeah. For a rookie, for those numbers, he was a front runner for the Rookie of the Year. Now I'm wondering, can he even still get it, Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I'm sure technically, like there could be a way, but like the same kind of thing happened to Zion. Like Zion was just putting outrageous numbers up, and then he got hurt a bit, and so then he was out, and then people were still like, I mean, those numbers were ridiculous, like, but he didn't play a full season, so he ended up not getting it. But
because Jay Morant had good numbers as well, and he played the whole season. I think Anthony Edwards has good numbers too, and people are loving him off the court. His interviews are like, I don't see his full interviews. I just see the clips that go on Instagram.
Yeah,
those are funny.
Does he like crack jokes or what does he do?
Yeah, he's funny, and then I don't think like he's funny, but he's not. He doesn't try to be funny. I don't even know what it was.
Is he just kind of like an awkward guy that makes like weird little comments or something that are just naturally funny? Or
yeah, I think one of I remember was an Irish reporter asked him a question, and he was like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "I like your accent." And he was like, "Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry, I was way too focused on the accent." And that kind of clip went viral. Now I can't think of another one, but there's like 2 or 3 other ones. One clip of an actual game was a rookie mistake where he had the ball. It was an open like layup basically, but he saw that they were down, I believe, 3 points or 3 points. So he thought he needed to go for a 3-pointer. So instead of like going for that open layup, he tried to pass it for a 3-pointer and didn't get that shot. And so like somebody was like, you make the free layup, like open layup, and then try to foul somebody to like score the extra point. I'm like, I knew that. I didn't know that.
At least he was thinking about it on the spot. Like he had that game awareness to go for that 3, or to pass to somebody else to go for the 3. Like, get off his back, man.
Like that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, but when I actually think about that, I'm like, I need to get better in basketball because I don't know that stuff. That's why you foul him. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the NBA.
Yeah.
And then Brooklyn Nets. They're looking unstoppable.
Oh yeah. So who all do they have?
Like a bunch of all-stars.
Yeah, I've been hearing like every once in a while, like I'll hear a snippet of like or see something on like Facebook about just like the super team that they're building. It's like crazy. It's like a bunch of massive names, right?
First, the big 2 duo was Kyrie Irving and then KD. Then they added James Harden. Then they added Blake Griffin. And then I think they added another superstar. I'm not sure. somewhat to their level, and then like into that mix they have like other I don't know how many other players that were all stars at some point in their careers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're creating a bunch of they have a bunch of all stars, and we'll see if it actually like works out well. Like team chemistry's worked
Yeah.
out.
I saw something that it was like LeBron James was complaining about it, but it's like LeBron James literally created the first super team at it. And then they showed a clip where one of like the NBA analysts was like, this is going to come back to bite him in the butt for doing this. And it's just like, oh, it has. Like, he's complaining about these super teams.
What was the super team you created? Like in
It was
Miami?
Miami Heat. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And oh wait, I guess I wasn't that much into basketball back then. So the super team was him. He
Him.
joined
Mhm.
Wade, right? Dwayne Wade.
And then Chris Bosh, I think, came over from the Toronto Raptors as
Oh,
well.
ah,
Hmm.
okay. And Dwayne Wade was he like a first round pick or like?
I
Uh,
don't know. I don't really know kind of Dwayne Wade's background, if I'm being completely honest.
mm-hmm. I was so confused about that whole section though. Like I thought Dwayne Wade was same class as LeBron, which I don't know. I don't know. Forget about it. Oh, like I'm just thinking out loud now.
But I do know that one of them is the other one's kid's godfather. I
Hmm.
don't know whose it is. Like if it's like LeBron is Dwayne Wade's kid's godfather or vice versa, but I know that they're like really good friends. But I
Mm.
can't tell you their backgrounds.
I was curious, like if they are from the same class, it's crazy how LeBron keeps breaking records and like Dwayne's like retired.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me like when Kobe was like, I knew the moment I had to retire was like when he looked up the Raptors and saw so many like retired jerseys up there, and like, I played with a lot of those people.
Yeah.
He was
I think
so
it's my
funny.
time.
Yeah, he looks up and he's like, yeah, a lot of those people were retired, and I'm like, I played with them.
Hmm.
And then I guess the numbers he was doing didn't help. He just didn't want to give it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and two, it's like LeBron James came right from high school too. So it's a lot of people went 4 years in college, and he's got 4 extra years on him too before he's got their rookie starting
Ah,
point too. So
oh, hmm, that is true. And what more and more guys are doing that. I said,
hmm.
if you can make it to the league, why not make it to the league?
Yeah,
You can get paid rather than and focus way more on basketball than classes.
I think that there were. I'm not sure if I'm just making this up, but I thought that like they created a rule, the NBA did, where you have to at least go to college 1 year to like not necessarily like prove yourself at that level,
Hmm.
but just so like you could get some college exposure or something
Hmm.
like that in case the NBA doesn't work out, then like you can go back to college. I think that that was something
Mm,
that they just started because a lot of people were trying to just go high school to NBA.
wow.
But
Mm,
I think that because I think a way around it is because like LaMelo, he didn't go to college, but he went to play overseas professionally. So then it
mm.
was more so like a professional transfer over. So I think that there are ways around it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say like the 1 year, the college thing transfer. Yeah, play
Hmm.
overseas, and so that helped him out.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I was wondering why they made that rule. Go to college and then like to stop people from trying to like make it to NBA when they didn't have that
Yeah,
ability.
yeah. That's probably because like it might have just been something too where just looking out for people because if you get hurt in your first season, and then it's just like you're not like you're making a ton of money just right off the bat from
Hmm.
it, and so you have something to fall back onto. I don't know. Again, talking about things that I don't know all the info on, so but I'm an expert, so you gotta believe me.
So hopefully, all I want is LeBron to come back healthy, Anthony Davis healthy by the playoffs. So then I just want the Nets to be taken down and the Lakers win again. Yeah, but everybody's like basically saying that Nets are gonna win the title. There's no chance of anybody else, especially with LeBron and AD out for injury.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, don't take the Bulls out of it just yet. We're feeling very, very confident this year. It's our year. What's the Bulls record? Can we just look this up for a second so I can get a little depressed? Chicago Bulls record.
Like, I'm trying to see if I can keep up with basketball, but like I don't see any of their Instagram clips anytime soon.
We're 19 and 26. Can we just get 500? That would be great.
What?
Let's just make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs. How do you make the playoffs?
By being better than 19 and 26. I'm not sure how many teams go into the playoffs because I'm sure just like you have to be above a certain point in your specific conference.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 15 teams in the Eastern Conference and 15 teams in the Western. It's probably like top 10, you would think, maybe. Top 10 or top 8.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
Again, I've got absolutely no clue. I'm just guessing with numbers.
I love how like we're both trying to talk sports when we know nothing about sports.
Hey, man. Okay, I take offense to that. I'm a big NBA guy.
Big, huge. Like, the USA team for soccer is looking really good.
Isn't there that really young kid, the 19-year-old?
Giovanni Reina.
Sure.
I think he's 19. He plays in Germany.
Yeah, in the Bundesliga.
Yep. Yellow and black colors.
Is that Dortmund?
Yeah, Dortmund. There, I said Dortmund.
Hey, it sounds right.
He's supposed to be a really good player. And then
I saw like a highlight of him scoring a goal from like a decently far away. I'm just like, yeah, USA, USA.
Yeah. The sad part about the whole USA team was, I think the U17 level didn't make it to the Olympics for like their straight time.
Ooh.
It's not looking so great for the U17, but
yeah. That's our up and coming stars right there.
But the actual team is looking really young. Not 17 age level, but
you should see our U11s out there. Man, they are killing the game.
We have a lot of European players, or American playing the European leagues, and European leagues are a lot better than our MLS league.
Barely. I mean, it's really close, but they just barely inch us out there.
Barely.
Have there been any more talks about Messi coming over?
No, it's just a whirlwind of rumors.
Oh.
Yeah. Basically, Man City, yeah. They're wondering who can pay for it, but the president's like, we're trying to make him stay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big name, a massive one.
He's the GOAT. Like, yeah. It's like when LeBron went free agent, everybody's talking about him. So, and then I think Cristiano Ronaldo was also basically a free agent, or like looking to switch as well, because his team hasn't been doing so hot, especially in the Champions League. So, wondering if you combine those two guys, oh man.
Yeah. I just realized how much of a baller that Cristiano is. Like he's got like a 4-year-old kid. I don't know how old his kid is, but then he just has a girlfriend like that lives with him and everything like that. And I'm like, I mean, whatever works. But, that girl, like, she's not gonna be like. She's really hoping like to get proposed to and everything, but she's like, I mean, I am known as like not known, but like I'm your girlfriend. Like I'm the one person that can say that. I wonder if I don't know, but like just to think the lifestyle he probably has when he travels and stuff like that. I guess no, he's probably pretty strict on himself to stay at the level. I would think he probably doesn't party or anything.
Yeah, probably not as much as other people, but. Yeah, they have a huge following on Instagram.
Yeah.
And oh man, I think Cristiano Ronaldo has won 5 Ballon d'Oros, and then Messi has won 6. I think there's only probably like 4 or 5 people who've done 5. I think there's only been 3 people in history to do that. I think two of them. No. Yep, 5 in total. 5 people who've won it like 3 or more times. I think like it's crazy to have 2 of them at like our generation.
Who has the most, like, of all time?
Messi.
Okay.
6 has never been done before him, and he broke that. I remember seeing like the Ballon d'Oros. Yeah. Probably messing up all these numbers. Don't quote me on any of this.
No, you're quoted. It's gonna be the title of this.
But yeah, I could tell you that Messi has the most with 6, and yeah, Cristiano has 5. And I think there's probably 3 or 4 other people who've had. I don't even know. No, probably like I don't know. I'm gonna Google this later. Figure this out.
See, if I was in it, I would want to get like the Golden Gloves award because you're just going up against a lot fewer people than you are for the Ballon d'Oro. Just because I mean, there's one goalkeeper on each team where there's 10 other scorer potentials. I mean, counting defenders, but
defenders hardly. I think there's very few defenders who actually get it. Cause it's also like with the whole MVP thing. There's like the media hype behind them. And if people don't know about you that you score that well, it's like But now defenders are getting more and more like somewhat fame, but it's not as when people score goals.
Yeah, unless you're like Suarez and you bite people, then you can get media attention. But that's not the media attention you typically want.
He got basically got kicked out of Barcelona because the new coach was like, "You're too old, sorry." And then he comes out, transfers to a new team, and is like the leading scorer of that league.
Yeah, he's probably like, screw you, dude.
Yeah, and he loved Barcelona too.
Yeah.
And so that was like his dream team. And the coach was like, I don't think you have like
space. You don't have what it takes to keep it up.
They were trying to go for a younger audience. And it's like, So they're trying to rebuild the team, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Are we going to be able to find a BuzzFeed article this time around or no?
That's the question of the day right there. BuzzFeed.
Oh, man. I just opened up YouTube and it was like, U.S. loses to Honduras 2-1. Doesn't qualify for Olympics.
Oh, no. It knows.
Yeah, for the 3rd straight time.
The first quiz that popped up is, this quiz will define your personality as if it was written in a book. I think that could be a pretty cool one to do.
Oh, man. Now I'm wondering if this is the actual, like, full-on team, or was it just U17? Did I read that wrong? Oh, man. Please don't tell me it's the actual team. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
BuzzFeed.com. It was the actual team. I'm like, what the? Okay. How can we lose to Honduras? Like, they're like one of our states, like size-wise. That always like messed me up growing up. I'm like, how is Portugal so good? Like, they're so small.
Yeah.
How do they bring out so many good players? Okay. You want trending quizzes?
I just did. I just went to the quizzes page, and then it was the big one on top.
What was it?
This quiz will define your personality as if it was written in a book.
Oh. I need to go to quizzes then, not just trending quizzes. Ugh. This quiz was as it was written. Oh, okay.
And it's not like a crazy long one either, so.
Okay. First one. Choose the pet you'd most like to care for. There's dog, cat, pet rock, reptile, bird, or plant.
I have to choose cat because I have a cat, and I would feel bad if I didn't choose it. I love you, Daily.
Yeah, I'm going with dog. I love the idea of caring for a dog, but I'm probably doing it. I don't. I just want to play with it and be like, can somebody take care of this dog?
You want the good parts of it.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. Gotta work with the whole potty training one too.
Oh man. Oh. Okay.
What's your favorite place in the house to hang out? Bedroom, bathroom, backyard, living room, kitchen, pillow fort.
Pillow fort sounds really nice, but cleaning up after a pillow fort doesn't sound so nice.
Make a good point. Make a good point.
You're like, I'm in a pillow fort. What? Clean it up, Angel. Oh my God, darn it. Where'd these pillows go? Probably bedroom.
I want bathroom. Just
Really?
because, yeah, just because it's literally just like quiet and then get your own space for a bit. I feel weird clicking that, but I can't lie. I want to know what my true personality is.
Definitely coming from a married man.
Hey, you said it, not me.
There's always like those memes or videos like, why is the guy taking so long in the bathroom? Does this mean you don't want to be in this relationship?
Freedom.
Like, I just like my quiet time, okay? Get the newspaper out. Okay. Someone said your name wrong. You immediately correct them that they wouldn't like it if it had happened to them. Second option is wait to see if they catch themselves. Then if not, mention it. Third option, don't say anything this time and promise yourself that you'll correct them in the future. Fourth, forget it. You don't want to make the situation any more awkward. And the last one, start calling them by the wrong name too.
That's so aggressive.
What are you going for?
I did the don't say anything this time and promise yourself that you'll correct them in the future.
I'm gonna go forget it. You don't want to make the situation more awkward.
I was between those two.
I'm usually like, if somebody asks me, it's like, so do you pronounce your name like Angel or like Angel? And I'm like, say Angel like one time, basically say Angel in Spanish like one time. And I'm like, if they say like Angel, I'm like, Angel's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the Spanish pronunciation.
Hello, Angel.
I don't like my names associated with hell.
Yeah.
Just go with Angel. Angel's fine. Yeah. Don't worry.
My parents didn't name me that, so you could call me that, please. Stop.
Somebody was like that. No, but like you gotta tell me. Your parents didn't name you like in English. They named you in Spanish. I'm like, yes. But you're just like, how?
You're butchering it so much. It's hurting me.
I don't want to be associated with hell. Hell. Angel.
I hope you can understand where I'm coming from.
I'm like, Angel, especially in the Midwest, they're like, Angel, for a guy. I'm like, yes. You think I'm unique?
Hello, it's nice to meet you.
In the Latin community, is a common real name.
Yeah.
It's like Joe. Yeah, but when like, people in the Midwest are like, Angel, for a guy, I felt really special moving here. Back in California, there was like 6 kids in my grade named Angel. Over here, they're like, I'm turning heads.
That's Indiana for you in Illinois.
Wait, which of these house sounds like the worst to live in? Which of the houses sounds like the worst to live in? Yeah, I was like, what? I was thinking exactly that. Okay.
But so a glass house underwater, a remote tree house in the middle of the forest, a farmhouse with lots of animals, a secluded cabin near a waterfall, an apartment high above a bustling city. I can't choose that one. Or a beach house overlooking monster waves. So which one's the worst one to live in?
sound all like pretty fun.
Not one of them does. One of them sounds terrifying to me, at least.
Uh, I'm gonna have to go with. I don't know why. Beach House overlooking monster waves.
Why?
Um, Waves hit the bottom of the part of the house, and the house goes down.
Oh, makes sense. I
What about
went with the glass house underwater because I'm
you?
just like I hate the unknown of like oceans and stuff like that. Just like I know I would go to bed thinking that like a shark was gonna come up and just like so
What do you think kills more people, a shark or a hippo?
a hippo.
Ah, I was stunned by that fact.
Yeah, I mean you wouldn't think that, but people probably just go up to hippos thinking that like they're not gonna charge them, and then
They
boy
charge.
are they wrong. It's kind of like moose. People think like moose aren't gonna like just randomly attack, but they're super territorial, and so if
Oh,
you like get a moose on a bad day or something, like they just charge you. So
I guess hippos they just charge at you and basically kill you.
yeah, I'm assuming like I'm curious how they would kill you. Like, do they step on you or do they bite you? Because I've seen hippos bite watermelon, and I do not want to be that watermelon.
Yeah, they can bite for sure.
Yeah. 'Cause knowing me, if it started charging, I would run and trip, and I'd be on the ground, and so then I'd be like, "What's gonna happen here?"
Yeah, our bodies are not that strong when it comes to a mouth of a hippo.
Maybe yours isn't.
Says the guy who hasn't gone to the gym. Sorry, I just gave you the stunned face look like, what? Okay, moving on from that.
I have nothing more to add to that conversation.
On movie night, what genre are you most likely to watch? Sci-fi, indie, comedy, action, drama, musical. We know which one Sawyer's going for.
I don't know. I'm between two.
Yeah. Which two? Don't tell me comedy and action. Are you really?
Yeah, I'm between comedy and action. But like, I feel like the most recent comedy movies we've seen, like they haven't been very good. It's usually the um like the trailers for the movies are like the only funny parts in the actual movies.
I
And
hate
so
that.
then it's just like you're just there with the filler stuff. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go action. Yeah.
Same. I've been on like a binge watching superhero shows, so action.
You had to choose that.
I'm on season 5 of Arrow. Like after I'm done with. I think season. Did you have 5 seasons?
It does.
So after that, I'm probably gonna go with Supergirl, which I've never seen that one.
I've heard good things about that one, I think. I think I've heard that it was a solid one.
Okay. Boom.
You have to marry one of the six people below. Who do you choose? The one who describes himself as loyal, hot, hardworking, caring, unique, or affluent. Let me do
One of great influence.
Oh, having a lot of money.
Oh, really? I thought it was influence.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a gold digger, but he's not messing with any broke people.
Oh, yeah, but that shovel in his back pocket's looking pretty good right about now. um,
I just don't like the fact that they describe themselves as that. Like,
I think it's funny.
you have to describe yourself as that. I feel like that makes you not that. But I'm like,
Yeah, I should be the one to be like, oh yeah, you're hot. But like, I'm like, hey, I mean, use a word to describe yourself. Hot? Like, okay. To who?
So which one would you marry? What are you going for?
I went for loyal.
Well, I'm going with hardworking.
Yeah, I was between those two.
Boom.
And hot.
Okay, finally,
Last one.
if you were to wake up one morning to be an expert in one of these, which would it be? Ice skating, sewing, piano playing, carpentry, math, baking. Carpentry, is that like everything?
It's just woodworking.
Woodworking.
Uh-huh.
Woodwork. Oh boy.
I'm going with that one.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
You're gonna be a homeowner. You're a homeowner.
yeah.
You're gonna be a mini carpenter, basically. Carpentry.
I mean, I'm just thinking too. It's like I'm like, okay, which one's gonna make you the most money too if you're an expert in it? And I
Mhm.
mean, you can make people custom stuff all the time if you're an expert carpenter. So,
That's why homeowners are basically a mini that, because
mm-hmm,
you try to hire somebody for every little job you have.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, you're gonna be spending a lot of money.
yeah. And I already did with the house itself, so I'm kind of running on nothing over here.
That's why Home Depot's like, do it yourself. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna save a lot of money by doing that.
Yep. YouTube is gonna be my best friend coming up here.
Why is there a funky smell in the bathroom?
Yeah. Hopefully, I won't be doing that or asking it that.
Okay,
What
same.
did your answer say?
Uh, you got, here's how an author would describe you. You can't find them, look at the center of the room. Their charm and warmth can be felt for miles. They can always talk themselves into or out of anything, and their inviting smile begs you to come along for the ride. They're a walking social network with the ability to forge connections with anyone lucky enough to meet them. While some may think this is all a ruse for popularity, they're far from shallow. Loyalty, warmth, and yes, insecurity follow them wherever they go. No matter what is going on underneath, they always find a way to hold their head high and be a friend to everyone.
I got the same one as you.
No way.
So I was just following it as you.
We're basically the same person. Dang.
Yeah, look at us. But I was like, wow, this is like a long one. And then you started, I'm like, okay, well, at least we only have to read it once.
I thought I was like reading what are those called? Uh um the star thing.
Horoscopes.
Horoscopes. I like how you knew just from the stars thing.
Well, I was thinking horoscopes and I was like, I want to just say horoscopes, but I'm like, I don't want to be just completely off, so I'm going to not. And then when you said that, I was like, I'm on it.
They tell you about one time we played, what is that game called that like you think of like names and just like, or you draw it out and somebody's supposed to guess it?
Dictionary.
Pictionary. So we had this group, right? I think it was like 12. So we had 6 on one and 6 on the other. And once we got picked into that group, everybody was like, nobody's ever played this, like from one group. And then this guy was like, I played it. I was like, oh, he knows, he's the expert. And then he just like goes like, guys, I've only played it once.
I don't know like every single rule for it, but
No,
it's like, nope, you have been nominated. Take your responsibilities.
So like the first time we were like trying to like yell at it, like you can't say anything. Oh, what?
Rhymes with. It's like, no, what are you doing?
And then we're like, yeah, creativity of like drawing something, not saying anything. Pictionary are hard to get. Oh, okay. That was good. That was a good
That was a good
hour.
one.
Oh, okay. Question of the day.
Hmm. Question of the day.
How would you describe yourself as?
Yeah, let's do that's a good one. I was trying to think of something from the quiz, and I was only thinking about would you be a master carpenter? I'm just like, what a dumb question. So yeah, if you could use one word to describe yourself as, what would that one word be? And so think about it for a sec.
Dun, dun, dun.
I would say empathetic for me. I think I do a good job about like understanding why people are upset based off of their given situation. Like sometimes I can't sympathize with them because I haven't gone through it, but I could be like, oh, I can understand how that could be tough. So I would say that.
Boom. Connect the dots. I just can't get away from them hardworking. Mostly from my parents. And that's it. Yeah. Mostly from the quiz. Yeah. I'm like, parents are very hardworking, but then like I can't think of anything else because the quiz brought up hardworking. Like, oh,
I'd agree with that for you.
that's it.
So, yeah, you guys can let us know what you would describe yourself as. If you are listening to this on YouTube, in the comment section below. If you're listening to this on one of the podcast platforms, you can shoot us over your response to talkmentuesday@gmail.com, and we will highlight some of the funny ones, or I guess just the unique ones in the next episode.
Thank you, Brazilian people who are listening to our podcast.
Hola, hola Brazil.
Speak Portuguese. Speak Portuguese.
Oh boy, but we're running out of time here, folks. So, save that for next episode.
An 8%. So like, I'm guessing that person just kept on clicking on the episodes.
Well, whoever you are the 8%, and we appreciate you. So, whatever we're doing to keep you entertained, we will hopefully continue to do that. But
I'm shocked. They trying to learn English or something? What is going on?
We are experts. We are linguistics. So, self-proclaimed. But yeah, I mean, let us know what feedback or anything you have in the comment section or through the talkmentuesday@gmail.com email, so we can keep on evolving and improving. And if you want us to talk about anything specific, let us know there too, and we'd be more than happy to highlight those for you. But as always, it's been great connecting with you guys and talking about a lot of random topics. But we hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your week. We look forward to talking with you next week. But in the meantime, stay safe, social distance, and tell someone you love them.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Bye.